When I think about South African car culture, I think my mind goes into a mind map because our car culture is as diverse as the people are, you know? I grew up in the East Rand and I grew up like in the hood, but also in the burbs. And they both had different car cultures. Moved to Joburg, I was like between like just student life and then also in the clubs. So the car culture there was even different. And sometimes you'd go to the hood and you just see like taxis, but then you'd also see like Bentleys, you know? It was a really, really crazy thing to like experience and see. Car culture in South Africa, you can't even pin it down to one thing. It's like the best of the worst, but also like the best of the best, you know? And in a weird way, it doesn't matter where you sit on the spectrum. You are an important and integral part of the culture itself. So yeah, it's really too diverse to pin down to one thing.
I crawled out the gutter, I rose to the top. My reign everlasting, I can't be stopped. I was made for the throne, rise up till I'm up.
I think a car that will always have a soft spot in my heart is the Ford Fiesta. My sister had a blue Ford Fiesta and we were living our best lives in our cars. And I think a lot of young South Africans can definitely relate to that. When you think about the smaller vehicles, your Honda i10s, you know, your little Polo Vivos, those are your first cars. Those are the cars you make your most memories in. Those are the cars you learn a lot about owning a car because initially you're just like, yo, I just need to have a car. As long as I have money for petrol, I'm good. But then you're just like, no, actually the shocks, the brakes, the tires, you know, and you learn so many of those things in your first cars. Good memories. My sister's blue Ford Fiesta will always be iconic to me. My first car was a Ford Figo. It was so cute. I was not expecting it. It was one of those surprise moments where your dad just leaves in the morning and then he comes back and he's got a car for you and you're like, oh my God, I've got a car! This is amazing! That was the car that took me to auditions. That was the car that took me to like, I would be like pulling up a little Ford Figo but talking to like the biggest superstars in the world, you know? I took on the world in that car. I always love it.
So the game is simple. I'm gonna whisper something to Moozlie, our amazing audience and crew members. Has 30 seconds to guess what she's acting out.
Where are those even? Okay.
Driving. Shuma. Speeding.
Steering wheel.
You're a driver. You're
Steering wheel.
Uber. Car belt. Car lights. Brakes. Brake lights. Cosplay. Brake lights.
Come on,
No.
Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Okay, wait.
Nice,
I was in the wrong place of the car
You
completely.
were. I couldn't tell you.
Oh my gosh! There's something about buying a car and taking it to your grandmother's house that just screams, you made it. You know, you absolutely made it. And I think that's something that we've really learned through television and seeing your favorite artists drive particular cars. You aspire to that. You want to be in that car. You want to be at that party. You want to be in that vibe, you know? Cars just represent ambition, inspiration, aspiration, and just like where you could go one day in life. I've used a variety of different cars in a lot of music videos. I don't think you're a South African artist or even just a rapper if you haven't had a kushasha in your music video. Like, if you haven't had a kushasha in your music video, I think one of the most special music videos and car placements that I have that people still, you know, talk to me about on the streets is in my music video for Fatal. I had Ipela in it. And I don't even know what the make of that car is. To me, it was just a local taxi. But everybody who grew up in my age group who saw that car in that music video is just like, yo. It ended up being portrayed as just such a proud moment of who you are, where you come from. And I actually think I want to buy one of those cars one day. It's really dope. I think think hip-hop culture really has a unique car culture in South Africa. I think at the top of my list has to be Casper Nyovest.
It's me and Cool Cat and that Bleach 5 and we high like spaceship. We rockin' pieces, just puzzled, they say high like spaceship.
He also even pushed it even further when he had a whole bus. I'm talking about like big black bus that he used to ride around the country. Heard a lot of crazy stories about girls in that bus too. But I won't tell. And then, of course, AKA, he always let us know that the car is a big, big thing. And the colored brews are now in the game and really, really taking over. That was a really, really crazy time, imprinted in my mind forever.
Good, grandiose.
That's an easy one.
Come on, I got this.
Okay,
I got
cool.
this.
Right. Airbag.
Come on.
Yeah.
Goodness. I think that the cars that we use on the road are definitely the unsung heroes on any artist crew because they are the vessels that get us there from A to B. Being on the road for me is always a great opportunity to listen to like full bodies of work. I know I'm looking forward to now listening to Nassisi's new album on the road, to listening to Casper's new album on the road, because you get to actually hear it from top to bottom. So when you're on the road, you get to hear it from track 1 all the way to track 13, and it's such an amazing thing to do. But real talk, it's a great opportunity to sleep, man. You know, when you can take advantage of the fact that the signal is bad and nobody can reach you and you don't have really too many responsibilities, there's just something about the tar. It's like a lullaby. It's amazing. All right.
Doing it.
So a few years ago, I partnered with VW to do a campaign to just basically raise awareness about how unaware we can sometimes be as drivers, especially as young black female drivers. Most of us lose our lives on the road. And it's because we're just unaware of the power that we have in our hands and in the wheel when we are driving, you know? Oh my gosh. When we think about driving safely, we think, let's not get arrested. When it's actually so much more than that, it's so much deeper than that, you know? So I thought it was a very important message, and we did it in quite a jarring and very polarizing way, where we set up different situations on my social media for about a month or two, where I was clearly drinking and driving, clearly driving irresponsibly, and just seeing how people were responding to these posts. Most of the reactions were heart, fire flame emoji, heart, 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 amazing, where are you, I wanna come. So we're gonna be doing our thing on these back roads until we get home safely. So the last video that we posted was me on an Instagram live. I had just come from a date with my boyfriend where I was quite clearly drinking, and now I was driving home. And then on the live, I get into this car accident. It was obviously pre-planned, pre-staged, and just basically see how the conversation evolved from there. And the country, the world actually exploded, you know?
Okay, baby. Sit home.
DJs who can sing jazz and rap. We are making irresponsible decisions as drivers, and we just really need to be more cautious. Do not drink and drive, not even just one drink. Like, don't do it. In an instant, your life can change, or it can even end, you know? I think responsible road use is the most important message.
I think the guys that definitely help mold the South African car culture are the everyday South Africans. It's the car guard, you know, like as soon as you get into the car and you look in your rearview mirror, there's already somebody there kind of directing you, coming from William Nicol or like somewhere here in Greenstone, and like we have like the homeless community, and they direct in traffic. That's car culture, you know? We have like car driver's etiquette. When someone makes way for you, like you press the hazards, you know, just to say thank you, you know what I'm saying? And someone just comes from like a roadblock and like you're driving, like they'll flick their lights at you so that you know that there's oncoming like police, you know? It's like we have pig spotters like live and direct.
Dream, search, drive. Cars.co.za.